John here with another special report.
You're going to do a special report?
We interrupt for a special report.
Tonight, I bring you a special report.
Chris Bertish, this is absolutely wild. You look at big paddleboarding stuff. This guy did a 93-day, 4,600-mile paddle across the Atlantic Ocean. So he started from Morocco and he went to Antigua. He wrote that his last 72 days had been some of his most harrowing. 72 out of 93 days. So the only part that wasn't the most harrowing was the first 20 days. He'd been surviving on freeze-dried meals for 3 months. He had several run-ins with sharks who tested his board to see if it was edible. He had trade winds that slowed his progress. He paddled 12 to 15 hours every day for 93 days across an entire ocean. His feet and ankles were underwater most of the time. His storage compartments would take on water. He's quoted as saying, "I pretty much constantly felt like I was sinking. Every 2 weeks, I had to open up the hatches and pump out the water, but that's where my food was." So he had his compartments filling up with water, was having to pump it out. It took 5 years to prep for this trip, and this is not a normal paddleboard. Look at some of these pictures of this. Custom-built board, 20 feet in length, weighed 1,350 pounds. Probably the smallest craft ever to cross the Atlantic Ocean. In the open ocean, you essentially get thrown around like a cork, he said. Board had a 4-inch deck, and then he had like this cabin at the front end that he could take shelter in, protect him from the elements. He had a satellite phone, a radar device. He had a MacBook, a water maker, and a radio. Pretty rad. At one point, none of his equipment was working except his radar. So, wow. His main steering failed. He had to come up with an alternative. 93 days. It's ridiculous.
You see, it's not what I did that's so important. It's why I did it, to be able to change the lives of millions. When you are inspired by some incredible purpose, some extraordinary project, all your thoughts break their bonds. Your mind transcends limitations. Your consciousness expands in every direction.
And don't forget to smash that subscribe button.
If you liked it, please don't forget to subscribe below.
If you enjoy our content, please think about liking and subscribing. This is a fun hobby and great thing for me and my kids to do, and we really enjoy it a lot. And the more subscribers that we have, well, the more cool projects we can justify doing. So give us those numbers, help us out with those numbers, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.